G'day mates, how's it going? I'm Mr. GT, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be hooking up this diagnostic tool through the ABT2 connector to my car, and we're going to be doing a scan to see what the faults are, and I want to have a look at the speed limit. What speed limit has been set on the car from the factory. So sit back, relax, grab a beer and enjoy the video. So this thing here is the X431pro3s Plus, also known as the Scanpad 101 in Australia. It's a Scanpad 101 here because it's got special vehicles for Australia like the Holdens and the Ford models like the Ford Falcon that's produced in Australia, or was produced in Australia, and Holden, which is General Motors. So Holden is the branch of General Motors in Australia. Like you've got General Motors Opel in Europe, or General Motors Chevrolet in the States. Here it's General Motors Holden. So that's what's the Scanpad here, Aussie version. So it's a diagnostic tool, and what happens is you hook it up to your car, and anything with a OBT2 connector. So I think it's like from 2002 onwards, the cars that it can do. It does all models all over the world, and it's a diagnostic tool. It also identifies the vehicle through the VIN number automatically. It does matching, coding, programming, and common special programmable modules for most or practically all the vehicles, like battery, brake, oil reset, ABS bleeding, throttle adaptation, 2PMS reset, DPF regeneration, gear learning, and lots of other stuff. It also captures live data, like you can go for a drive and have a look at your injector cycle, and it shows it in graphs like how the injectors are performing, air fuel ratios, your timing, and all different stuff like that as well. So we'll head over to the car, hook it up and start it. Not a bad day, a little bit cool today, so we won't get too hot in the car. Okay, so we've plugged in the module in the ABT2 port, so you can see there where it goes. Okay, ladies and gents, we've turned it on. We'll do VIN scan, automatic identification, okay, so it's the top one. Okay. System selection. Let's have a look at the speed limit. Okay. So we go to variant coding. Scroll. Where is he? Speed limit 230. That's odd, I always thought these were at 250. Let's press it. So it says speed limit is set at 230 kilometres. That's very, very odd. I've always known that these things have a speed limit of 250, unless it's an Aussie thing, or has this car been touched? I've always thought that this might have had a tune because I did a 12.0, but I don't think so, because speed limit is usually removed by the tuners, and this one shows that it has got a speed limit of 230 kilometres per hour. Now, I've never gone that high. I've done about 205 down Eastern Creek as I've crossed the quarter mile, and I've crossed it at about 192 kilometres per hour, but I've kept the foot down to pass over the line properly. So I've reached probably about 205, 210. I've never gone over that anywhere. It's too strict in Australia. We can't do it. So, yeah, I've never seen the top speed of this car, but 230 is surprising me. Let's press and see what goes on here. Where is it? To scroll, obviously. So let's set it at 300. So then you press OK down there. Oh, 224 300. But what else do I have to press? I must have to press something. Right coding. Yes. Switch off ignition. Okay. Switch it back on. Okay. The coding has been carried out. Okay. So let's see if it's done it. Back to variant coding. Just go all the way down to here. Alright, so we've set it at 300. As you saw, that's the highest it can go. We can't get rid of it completely on this thing, and from what I've read on the forums, you can't get rid of it from Star Diagnostic either, which is Star is the original Mercedes diagnostic gear that they use for the Mercs. So 300 is the highest you can go on that one as well. You have to be a tuner to and have their software to get rid of it completely. So what we'll do, now is disconnect from here. So I'll switch off the filming, or disconnect everything and start it up again and make sure the 300's there again. Alright, I'm out of the program, start fresh, go back in. Try again. I can hear the beeping, so it should be registering. Okay, top one again. Okay, yeah, that's the correct VIN number. Okay, so system selection, and then we're going down to engine control module. Yeah, ignition's on. Sorry about the shaking, ladies and gentlemen. I had a coffee and I haven't eaten anything this morning, and yeah, when that happens I get a bit of the shakes. So right, now we've got to go back to variant coding. We had said yes. Scrolling down to speed limit. Yeah, speed limit set at 300 kilometers an hour now, so that's it. But mate, if anybody knows anything, please let me know in the comments. Why was this car set at 230 k's? Had somebody previously touched it? I know they did a recall on these when the E63 came out in 2006 or 2007. They did a recall on these, and they did a reflash of the ECU because these apparently were faster than the E63, so they had to like detune it. But it wasn't said that that's why they were recalling them, but it was found out later that because people started complaining that the cars weren't going as fast. So I'm wondering if that might be what happened. If there's another stock E55 compressor out there, I wouldn't mind doing a review on your car and hooking this up and having a look at your speedos, your speed limit, to see what's going on there, see what your one's set at. Anybody in the club, if you want your cars hooked up, let me know in the comments as well, or even on our Facebook page, and we can organise it. Okay, so with this thing you can do a health report, system scan, or system selection is what we did. So let's have a look at what's system scan. Yes. Switch on ignition, yes. Oh, I think the health thing does the same. So this goes through all the modules now and tests all the sensors and shows you what faults are stored in the ECU. Alright, so you get the idea. I'll just pause it there and come back at the end. We're up to 15%, so I'll come back when it's at 100. Okay, so the scan that I did then doesn't do the faults actually. What that does is it just shows you the control modules, what your car is equipped with. So I'll just scroll and you can have a look at what the E55 or my car is. E55 compressor, 2005 model, what modules are equipped. And these are the actual modules that it also scans when I go in the menu to do it for faults. That's it. So with system selection, let's, for example, these are all the systems. I'll show you again. So these are all the systems that it looks for faults. All the stuff that I've just scrolled, right? Now, you can choose to automatically scan all of these, but we're just going to choose one. We'll just, so that I won't bore you with all this, what we'll do is we'll just choose the transmission control module, and it says switch on ignition, which we have it on. Okay. Okay, so it's scanned it already. Let's have a look if there's any faults. Read fault code. No fault. We'll just do one more. So let's go back. Let's do suspension is a good one, because these are equipped with the air suspension. We'll see if there's anything wrong with the suspension. Okay. Read fault codes. No fault. Alright, so you get the idea of what that does. That's enough on the faults. Okay, and health report is the only one that I haven't pressed here, so we'll press that one as well. So that's where you go to get everything tested like in one hit, instead of doing it separate the way I did. But it takes a little bit of time, might take about 3-4 minutes. That's where you go. You go to health report, up the top, press it, and it says, do you wish to carry out a quick test? When you press yes, it'll go through all the modules on its own and tell you what's wrong, if there's anything wrong with any of those modules. Okay, now we'll just go have a look at the special stuff that this thing does. Alright, so we're back on the main page. So these are the cars that it covers, right? So that's all the American ones. These are the European ones. There should be more. If I scroll. You've got Asian, so I'm not going to read through them. You can have a look at that. No, sorry, accidentally pressed. I usually want to exit. Okay, that was the Mahindra. Alright, so that's all the Asian, and then it's got Chinese cars as well. Okay, reset. So actually, I think with the Asian should be the Holdens. There it is, Holden Australia. Let's go to the reset. So those are the reset functions. It does the brake reset, oil reset, SAS reset, and you can see, just zoom in on that one. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'll leave it there. You've seen what it basically does. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave it there. Hope you enjoyed the content. Thank you for your support. Thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up. pound that subscribe button, and we'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.